I'm Jen.
And I'm Joe.
And we're Jen and Joe on the go.
So, Jen, where are we going this time?
Well, by the time you all see this, we will be on our way to Florida because we are spending 5 nights in St. Pete and 8 nights in Walt Disney World.
Mm-hmm. We got a big one coming up, and I think I need it.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be a great trip.
Yes, I think so too. So we're actually leaving today. We're really not recording this today, but let's just pretend we're recording this today. So we're leaving today, and we're heading down to Florida.
Yes.
Yes. Again, where else do we go? But
so we do have a later flight, which is good.
Yeah. So the plane actually gets in late tonight. And so we'll spend, the first several days in St. Pete, do stuff with the fam, all that fun stuff.
And we're really not going to plan anything for the St. Pete portion of our trip. And we will film a couple things here and there. What are you doing, little lady? Maleficent's in here. Big surprise.
Obviously, yeah, they saw her earlier.
So anyway, we're only going to film a little bit because we really just need a couple days to relax and unwind. Yeah. But we do have reservations at Ruth's Chris to have a date night.
Yes.
Because we haven't been there in, a year or two?
No,
when was the last time we were there?
I think it was last year because it was during COVID.
I know we were there during COVID because I remember wearing masks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think it was a year ago. Yeah, when you got that seafood tower?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think that was about a year ago. Yeah. So anyway, we have plans to go there, but not much else planned. We are going to go see my sister and brother-in-law and our niece Gia. Yep. We are staying with Joe's parents, so we'll see his sister and probably his aunt and uncle. So it will be a lot of family time, a lot of pool time.
Yeah. Walks on the beach.
Yes. Lots of swimming.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be fun.
I know.
Be good. Yeah.
Probably a trip to the winery.
Oh, yeah. Definitely going to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The Florida Orange Groves Winery. There in St. Pete, Pasadena.
That's kind of become a staple for us.
Yeah. We like that place too. Definitely. So we got to try to find something new to do, something different. I need a new pair of shoes, so probably going to go to the Skechers outlet, So anyway.
Maybe we'll film that.
Maybe. Why not?
They always have buy one, get one half off.
Usually, yeah. It's just really cool. I can't remember exactly what street it's on. Was it on Park Avenue?
It might be.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's one of the things. I need new shoes. So, going to do that.
Yes. Okay.
So then the Disney part of it is a little more planned, although, like I said, I need to just decompress a little bit. So there's going to be a lot of downtime as well.
It's going to sound like we have a lot planned, but we do have a lot planned, but we have a lot of built-in relaxation time as well. We have both decided that due to the obscene park crowds that we're not going to spend a lot of time in the parks. And when we are in the parks, they're going to be very focused to certain things that we want to get done. Yeah. Because we'd rather lay at the pool. We would rather have cocktails somewhere. Yeah. We just don't want to fight the crowds and stupid Genie Plus, because you know how we feel about it, in 90, 95 degree weather, because that's what it's most likely going to be. It's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, it's going to be crowded, and we just have no desire for that.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be as bad as like July, August, but I'm sure the temps are starting to get up there already. It's Florida. It's May. But
we will have lots of dining reviews for you.
Yeah. So, we have things. Are we going to say where we're staying?
We are. We're going to talk about all of the plans for all of those of you who are interested.
Can we speed this up? Like, talk fast? You know how you could speed up a tape and you go, and you could talk really fast?
No, because then they'll miss out on stuff.
Well, no, they'll still hear it, but we'll just go double speed. When I edit the video, I'm going to do a double speed. So you're going to see us all talking like Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Maybe I don't really think that's a good idea.
Yeah, but that'd be funny.
So anyway, this...
Hello, Jen, Did you like that?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
You must have the day off or something.
Yeah. Okay, no, we're going to Florida.
Okay, so anyway, I'm really excited about this trip because we are doing a split stay.
Yes.
The first resort we're staying at, we haven't stayed at in, let's see, when was Gia born? This is 2022.
2016 is the last time we stayed there.
That was the last time we stayed at the Grand Floridian. Yeah. So it's been quite a bit of time. So as you know, but I just spilled the beans. We're staying our first 2 nights at the Grand Flo.
Yep.
in a garden view room.
Yep.
I am so beyond excited to stay at this resort again because it's been so long, and I can't wait. So the first day when we get there, we have lunch reservations at Steakhouse 71.
Yep.
Very excited about that because
Yep.
we've had breakfast and dinner there a couple times, but not lunch. And Joe and I are anxious to try the cheeseburger.
Yeah.
And the onion rings.
Right, because we've had plans to do it before, but the last time we did breakfast, we did dinner, and then our next reservation was for lunch, but we got there too early, so we just did breakfast again. But so I'm anxious to try the burger.
Because we were hungry.
Well, and we've heard really good things about the burger, and we really did like
So
Steakhouse
excited.
71.
So then we do have a park pass reservation for Magic Kingdom. Like I said, don't know how long we're going to stay in there, but we're at least going to pop on over for dessert.
Yep.
And
something.
have no dinner reservations that night, but we are thinking perhaps Captain Cook's at the Polynesian Resort because we
Meatballs,
just love
nachos, pork nachos.
The pork nachos and the Thai meatballs. Oh my God, they're so good. She must have a toy stuck under the closet. So anyway, and then that night from 9 to 11, there's extra magic hours at Epcot, which we get to partake in because we are staying at a deluxe resort.
Yeah, well, we're staying at the deluxe resort, and we are going to take advantage of that, but I still don't like that policy.
I don't either.
I'm sorry. I'm just going to be upfront and say it. I'm not going to be a hypocrite about any of this stuff.
Nope.
I don't like that policy,
No.
period.
No, I don't like it either.
You know, but I mean...
And for those of you who don't know, extra magic hours used to be available to any Disney hotel resort guest. If you were staying on property, you got to partake in extra morning hours at certain theme parks in the evening and certain theme parks in the morning. Now it's so absolutely ridiculous. Now you can do, if you're a resort guest, you get entry into all 4 parks 30 minutes before park opening in the mornings, and then it's select parks in the evening, but only for deluxe guests.
Which means you have to be staying at one of these deluxe resorts.
Yes.
Which are the higher priced, higher end resorts.
Yes.
So basically they're catering to those who spend more money.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so anyway, that would bring us to Tuesday. And Tuesday, we again have a park pass at Magic Kingdom. And we have lunch at Skipper Canteen.
I like Skipper Canteen quite a bit.
I like Skipper Canteen sangria.
Yeah, sangria is good. But they have good food there. And service has always been good. It's always got that tongue-in-cheek,
Yes.
jokey kind of, you know, the same kind of banter and humor that you get on the Jungle Cruise ride.
That's true.
So, yeah, I really like that. It's fun.
Okay, so then we have dinner at Narcoossee's. We have a very late dinner, so we will probably, after we have lunch at Skipper Canteen's, probably do a few things in the Magic Kingdom, then head out, spend some time at the Grand Flow pool, grab some cocktails.
Then have dinner.
And then we get to partake in extra magic hours at the Magic Kingdom.
So we get that 2 nights in a row.
I know. And I
One
didn't
at
even
Epcot,
plan it this way. It just happened to fall. So not going to complain. Don't agree with it, but not going to complain.
Well, we'll take advantage of it, right?
Absolutely.
I guess.
Absolutely.
So we'll see, because we're also going to report what the crowd levels are like for those extra magic evening hours.
Yeah.
Since it's only for deluxe guests, I'm guessing it's not going to be crowded
Because
at all.
they haven't had extra magic hours. We haven't been able to do them since before COVID. So it's been over 2 years. We've never been able to do them since it's just been for deluxe guests.
No, yeah.
So I'm really curious as to what the crowd level is going to be. Because they used to not be crowded when they were available to value, moderate, and deluxe guests. So I can't imagine.
Well, I mean, this does
them
go
having higher
back,
crowds
but
now.
when the parks were open later, Magic Kingdom in particular, was open later, and then they had 2 hours of extra magic hours after that. So it was actually 3, because the park was open till midnight.
It did.
And then we had 3 hours of extra magic hours. So we were there till 3 in the morning.
I remember those
no
days.
way they're doing that at all anymore.
They don't
ever.
need to.
So no, I mean, anyway, let's move on. This is going to get 3 hours long if we start talking about that stuff. So we'll definitely report what it's going to be like being there later in the evening with fewer people.
It'll just be nice to not have the hot, blaring sun shining on us. And it should be cooler, less crowded.
Sure, it will be. But I don't mind it so much. It's okay.
So that brings us to
Better than the
our
cold.
third day, Wednesday, where we are unfortunately saying goodbye to the Grand Flow and checking into Port Orleans French Quarter, which is our favorite moderate resort, and we have a Riverview booked. And it's always a great stay at the French Quarter. I think we have literally stayed there 15 times.
Probably, definitely more than any other resort on Disney property.
That one in Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah, well, but we stayed at French Quarter more than Wilderness Lodge, but Wilderness Lodge is one of our favorites too. French Quarter is just nice because it's a good, middle of the road place, so you don't have to spend an arm and a leg to stay there.
It's so quiet.
It's really nice and it's really quiet and it's convenient. You could take the boat over to Disney Springs. If you're going to drive, you're kind of sort of in the middle. I guess maybe Animal Kingdom is the furthest, but it doesn't take that long to get there if you're driving. The only downside is that you really don't have any other source of transportation to get to anywhere.
That's true.
Besides the buses.
Which we loathe the Disney buses. So yes, we have rented a car for this trip.
But the good thing about the way the resort is set up is that you're not close to the bus station, which means you don't hear the buses.
That's true.
We've stayed places where you hear buses all the time.
Old Key West.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Old Key West.
Yeah, so.
Okay, so we're going to start our checkout day at the Grand Floridian with lunch at the Grand Floridian Cafe, because if you know Joe and I and you've watched our videos, you know that is one of our favorite spots to get, as they call it, blunch. Not breakfast, not brunch, but blunch.
Sorry, gotta corral the cat. Go on.
So we are actually having lunch with Timmy that day, our son who's a cast member, and we have a park pass reservation at Magic Kingdom, and we have dinner at Paddlefish with our friends Jen and Mark from Fun and Fancy Free Floridians.
Yep.
And the nice thing about that is we can take the boat to Disney Springs, we can drink all we want, and then sail our way back to Port Orleans French Quarter.
And hope we don't get seasick on the way back.
Yikes.
Because I think puking,
that wouldn't be good.
Puking in the Sassagoula is frowned upon.
Probably.
Probably.
The gators might like it.
There are no gators there anymore.
That's right. Disney got rid of them.
Yeah, no more gators. Yeah, they turned them into gator bites. No, I'm kidding. They didn't. But it should be a fun evening, and we haven't been to Paddlefish for a couple of years.
We went for my birthday dinner, I think 2 years ago with Arian and Steve.
So that was during the infamous Contemporary trip dinner. Your birthday at the Contemporary at California Grill.
It might have been.
Yeah, so it was that trip. Yeah, so it was like over a year and a half, so getting close to 2 years.
Yikes.
I really like Paddlefish a lot. It was really,
too.
really good. And we've had reservations there a couple of times, but then had to shift
It's
and
so
change.
underrated. Like, you can always get a reservation at Paddlefish, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, they talk about Boathouse more. I think more people talk about going to Boathouse, and
I think
more
Paddlefish
people
is
might go
better.
there. Yeah, I like Boathouse.
Boathouse is good.
Yeah, Boathouse is very, very good. But yeah, I really like Paddlefish, so I'm anxious to get back there.
Okay, so
Good
then...
dining choices at Disney Springs.
I know.
Yeah,
They've really upped their game.
Yeah.
Okay, so Thursday would bring us to a park pass at Animal Kingdom. We do not have any lunch or breakfast reservations, but we do have a dinner reservation with our friends Stacy and Paul, the Disney Romantics, at Morimoto, Asia, where again, Joe and I can sail the Sassagoula down to Disney Springs, drink and eat to our heart's content, and sail our way back.
I'm just looking at your notes here, and I'm just like...
I know, are you amazed?
I'm amazed you could read it. It's all kind of messy. But that's okay.
Well, I have
a lot of scribbles. I was about to say.
Just so you guys can see, this is what Joe is talking about.
A lot of scribbles because you've changed plans how many times?
A lot.
Mm-hmm. So is there any chance this is going to change before we leave
tonight?
No,
not at all. Because you know what? Solid? I think it's going to be so crowded. And the reason I know it's going to be crowded is you can tell it's going to be a crowded trip when you can't find any other reservations or you want to switch things up because there's nothing available on MDE.
So anyway, okay, moving on.
So Friday would bring us back to a park pass at Animal Kingdom, but we're going to start our day at Trails End for breakfast because we have not tried Trails End's breakfast since they brought it back. We've had dinner there, which was excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. And Joe will link that video in the description below. But I've wanted to go back to Trails End breakfast for a long time. I've heard so many good things since it has changed over from a buffet to family style. Very, very excited to go there. Timmy's going to join us.
Good. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to be very good because dinner was really good. But then after that is the interesting thing that we're going to do.
So
one of us will do for sure.
I'm going to do it, I decided.
Oh, you are?
I am, because I think I'll regret it if I don't.
You will regret it.
I know I will.
You just put on your big girl pants and just do it.
So I was able to get
do it.
an annual pass holder preview for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
You can do it.
I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. Everyone who knows me knows that my roller coaster tolerance is Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Big Thunder Mountain. Don't do Space Mountain. Don't do Rock and Roller Coaster. I will do Everest, but only if I'm with a group of friends and they peer pressure me.
Like last time with Steve and Marianne?
Yes. I'm more than happy to just hold bags and sit on the side with a cocktail. But I was able to snag
because of that, you missed Velocicoaster at
Yeah,
Universal.
that's okay. That's okay.
Oh my goodness, that was that was really fun.
Yeah.
Like I would go back to Universal just to ride that. Like I would do nothing else at Universal but just ride that. That's how much I liked it. And I was nervous about riding that, but I really, really enjoyed it. And I'd go back again.
So we will pop over to Epcot just for our half-hour preview. From what I understand is you go in a separate entrance, you ride the ride, and they escort you right out. So
and
we'll go back to Animal Kingdom because that's where our park pass is.
We did the video on that, and there's still, I'm not 100% sure yet. Mal, what's wrong?
Why are you crying? What's wrong? There's nothing in here for you. Do you want to go out?
Yeah, I
you
think she
do?
wants to go
Okay.
out.
Hold on. You want to leave? Yeah, you want to go see your mama? Go see your mama. She's upstairs, I think. So we can actually have conversations with Mal. She'll talk to us.
Yeah, well, you.
It's so interesting.
Yeah, it is. They're smart, both of those cats, the girls, the female cats, Mal and Raven. Jack is Jack. But Jack is sweet. Like, so this morning I came down.
He's not sweet.
No. He's not sweet to you, but he is to me. So, I was a little too early for them to eat. So they're all three. I'm at the desk working on a video. So they're all three on the desk, just going back and forth, getting in my way. And Jack, like a couple of times, just puts his paw up to my face and just touches me. Like, he's got talons. Like, he's got velociraptor.
Yeah, we have not declawed our cats.
No. But his claws can, he's not meaning to. If he was meaning to swipe you, he would do it quickly and efficiently. But if he's just touching you, he wants to just touch you and love you.
He just wants to claw me.
No, it's just when he's happy, claws come out and the claws hurt. But he touched my face and it was just like, feed me, Daddy. I'm like, no, too early. Get out of here. Anyway. This is my morning today. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, there was confusion as to whether or not you need a park pass to get into Epcot, separate from the
AP preview.
The AP preview for getting on the ride. We have a pass to get to Animal Kingdom that day, but not Epcot. But we are led to believe that we don't need a pass to get into Epcot that day.
According to the email we received.
Did you get the email?
I got an initial one.
Oh yeah, but then there's going to be another one that they send with more directions.
3 to 5 days before preview.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
So we're just going on the assumption and the hope that we're going to be able to get into Epcot without any problems, and then we just go to ride the ride and then.
But I am so scared to ride this because spoiler alert. So if you don't want to hear this,
plug your ears right now.
Fast forward for 10 seconds. You start with a backwards launch, and A, I hate the launch, and B, a backward launch just gives me full-fledged anxiety. So. Yeah, but I figure if I don't do it, it'll probably be another 3 years before I'm able to ride it again, or I'll have to pay for it since we know Disney is going to add that to the fancy rides, the individual attraction selections with the Lightning Lane, Genie Plus. So yeah. So I have to ride it.
We'll ride it. That's it.
I'm gonna take one for the team.
Okay, there you go. And if I could record that, I would, but I know I won't be able to. But we'll give you a blow-by-blow playback as to what happened while we were on the darn ride. So
hopefully I won't throw up.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay.
As long as it's not in the Sasagula, I think you're fine. You can throw up anywhere else.
In bed?
Well, I don't think so. I don't know.
You don't want me to throw up in bed?
No. Just not in the Sasagula for sure. Okay. Moving on. Friday, then we'll go to
Okay,
Epcot.
so no, then we'll go to Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom. We'll be at Epcot.
If we're not too
Then we'll
tired
go
or
to Epcot.
I'm not too sick from riding Guardians of the Galaxy. But we do have dinner reservations at Flying Fish that night.
Oh, yes.
Which we
Yeah.
are, this is the one reservation that we are so looking forward to
Yep.
because we have not eaten there since, it was one of the last restaurants we ate at before COVID.
I thought it was
shut
January
down.
that year.
It was, but I mean, COVID
No, 'cause we were there in
just-
March.
Our
But
last
yeah.
dinner was Toledo.
Yes.
And then everything closed 2 days later.
Yeah, so January 2020 was the
Yeah.
last time we ate
And
at Flying Fish.
we so enjoyed that meal.
Yeah.
Open kitchen. It's at the Boardwalk Resort.
Good
Great
stuff.
filet. I think
And-
they took the burrata off the menu. Didn't see it on there.
Oh, well, I'm going to get a steak, so that doesn't matter. We get the burrata at Wine Bar George.
Yeah, that's
So you can't beat that burrata, the brunch burrata at Wine Bar George. But for Flying Fish, yeah, I already know I'm going to get a steak. That steak was phenomenal, and service was impeccable. Everything about it was just
And you can get
A+.
your whistle pig there.
That's true. Yes, you can. I'll probably get that on the rocks. Yeah, yeah.
And after dinner, we are doing a carriage ride at
Yeah.
Port Orleans French Quarter, which is, again, something we haven't done since before COVID.
Yeah, yeah. So that should be fun. That'll be
I know.
good.
That's always a nice way to end a Disney day for those of you who have not done a carriage ride. They run out of Port Orleans Riverside, and you can pick if you want to stay in Riverside or go to French Quarter. And it's a half-hour ride. It's $55. You do get an AP discount, which we were able to apply, so it's less than the $55. And they also run out of Fort Wilderness.
Oh, they do?
They do.
Oh, I don't know if I knew that. The Fort Wilderness one. Yeah, we've done the carriage rides several times over the years.
It's just,
And-
especially if you have little kids, it is such a
Oh,
nice
it's
way
cool.
to end
Yeah.
your day.
Yeah.
It's a nice 30 minutes of downtime.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, we
grab a
did it-
little Rice Krispie treat for your kids,
Yeah.
hop on board, and
We did it with the girls, but they were not old, but older than Gia. So when we did it with the girls, they were older. But when we took Gia, she was young, like 3 maybe.
then we've done it
and-
by ourselves.
And we've done it by ourselves. But yeah, it's a good thing to do with kids.
It's
'Cause
inexpensive.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's
so
it's just
$55 for the ride,
Yes.
not per person.
No, per ride.
And they can fit 4 people?
It can fit 4 adults or 2 adults and 3 kids.
Okay, gotcha. Perfect. See, that's good
Okay.
information to have.
I know. look
And
at
you could
that.
just do that at Riverside itself, or you have to call. That's not anything you could do
You
online.
can make walk-up reservations if they are available, but it is something that you should book ahead of time.
Right, but you do have to call for that. You can't
You
do it
do.
online.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You have to dial 1407 WDW Play, PLAY.
It's 1407. Wait on hold for 4 hours.
Yeah, that's true. I did. I waited 3.5 hours to book this reservation. Just an FYI.
Moving on.
Okay,
Don't get me
moving on
started.
to Saturday. And Saturday we are starting with brunch at one of our favorite, probably
There you go.
our favorite Disney
go.
Springs restaurant, Wine Bar George.
George, if you're watching, you better be there. We're gonna be there that day.
Because Gia's going to be there and she's going to want to say hi to you again.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Do
anyway,
you think George is watching?
probably not.
Probably not.
Who knows? Maybe George has friends who are watching and
Maybe,
he'll
I don't
tell
know.
George.
Yeah, George, come and see us. We haven't seen you in a while. So yeah, and so we're spending that day with Julie, Todd, and Gia.
We are. We have a reservation for 5 for brunch, and then we are going to make our way to Hollywood Studios,
Yes.
where I'm full disclosure.
Again,
my
we
sister
we
is.
complain about the stuff, yet we partake in it,
But-
and
But I'm
Just-
not making excuses, so I shouldn't say but.
Hmm.
My sister is booking Genie Plus for us because we are going to have Gia with us. This is not something that Joe and I believe in, endorse, or want to take any part of, but because we are going to be with our niece who we love dearly and would do anything for. And so she has a better
Yeah,
opportunity
yeah.
to get on some of these high weighted lines, rides, attractions like Slinky Dog. She is going to be in charge of it. I want nothing to do with it. Just tell me where I have to be, and Joe and I will show up for whatever Lightning Lane, Genie Plus, Fancy Ride, individual attraction selection she
whatever.
gets.
Yeah.
It's
So
not something that Joe and I, we've talked about this too many times to count. Not fans, don't want any part of it. But for Gia, as long as my sister's going to be in charge,
that's kind of how it is, right? So a lot of people will try to do
Mm-hmm.
exactly that. Oh, well, it'll be better for the kids, and we'll do this to try to make the day better. On the surface, it seems like that would be the case, But you dig a little deeper and you realize that it just kind of stinks a little bit. But anyway. So that's, I guess, full disclosure. So we're not going to be considered
So actually,
hypocrites.
that will be our first experience using JAVY Plus, but not being in charge of it, just showing up to ride it. So we will let you know in a future video what we actually think of it. Since we are going to be forced to use it that day, we will let you know what we think of it.
Do you think it's really going to change our opinion?
No, I know it's not, because again, I don't want to spend my park day, really brief, on my phone all day trying to get a ride and paying double for it on top of my ticket. So anyway,
I just
let's
think
move
spending
on.
that much time on your phone when you're supposed to
You miss out on the magic.
Yeah.
There's so much happening around you, and if your face is stuck in your phone,
the magic is not in your phone. If you want to stick your face in your phone, stay home. It's cheaper.
Yeah, that's true.
And just look at your phone sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay,
so
moving on.
We do have dinner booked at Hollywood Brown Derby, and they have just revamped dinner.
Oh, that's dinner. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dinner.
They have just revamped their whole menu, so I am excited to try some of the new things on the menu.
Yes.
Excuse me. And then, so excited about this. We are taking Julian, Todd, and Gia to Oga's Cantina, where I was able to snag a reservation for 5. Haven't been there.
That's been a little bit now,
It's been a little bit now. Yeah. We have been there since COVID. Because
several times.
We always get the same table. They always, so this will be interesting.
Well,
we have always sat, you and I have always sat in the dead center of the bar.
Yeah.
Like the perfect spot.
Yeah. Well, it's not the dead center because the bar goes all the way around.
Right,
We're
but
right
we
in
have
front
been like
of DJ Rex.
Yes.
Yeah. So
it's a great location.
Where Rex is, we're like right in front, right there. Yeah. So, it's actually, and I've sat at the table over here to the side too, and then I've sat at the other table because I've been there a couple times without you. And we have sat at the end
of the bar.
Yeah.
Once.
Yes.
But for the most part, we're always given the dead center spot, and it's just
more than any place else.
Awesome.
Love Oga's. I don't know.
I love Oga's too.
I love the whole theming. I love being
totally
in there.
Overpriced, but
well, you know.
I love it.
I mean, what are you going to get? It's everything in Disney's overpriced. The drinks and the little snacks or appetizer type stuff you can get. But the drinks are fun, definitely. Especially the Fuzzy Tauntaun.
Oh, that's a great one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have Julie get that.
So that's Saturday evening.
Her mouth.
Yeah, maybe she'll talk
like,
less.
What's going on with my mouth?
Does she know about it?
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't.
No.
Oh, okay. Then you can't tell
That'll
her.
be great.
Unless she's watching this, then now she's going to know.
Which you could be.
Yeah,
okay.
Anyway.
So anyway, Sunday we have Saturday obviously we have a park pass at Hollywood Studios. Sunday we have a park pass at Epcot. Finally going to make it back to Flower and Garden.
Yes.
But we are starting our day with breakfast at Ale and Compass, another restaurant that has become a favorite of ours, especially for breakfast.
Yes.
I mean,
it's great. Go there and just walk right over to Epcot.
Yeah,
love it. And the food's been very, very good, and the service has been really good too. We had the same waiter twice in a row the last 2 times we've been. So very enjoyable. That I think is going to be a nice day, and that's just going to be a lot more of Flower and Garden, walking around and just enjoying.
Because I wanted to mention when we do
snacks,
extra
drinks.
magic hours at Epcot, Remy is going to be open for extra magic hours. And I did not know that. That's something I just learned.
Okay.
So I'm very excited about that because we haven't ridden that in a little bit of time.
Well, yeah. You know, I mean, we've ridden that a couple. That's cute too.
Oh, it's
like
so
that.
cute.
Yeah. So I know you're excited about that one.
So I don't know if you know this, but if you walk up to an attraction a minute before the park closes, they will let you on. So if the park closes at 9 and you walk up to Flight of Passage at 8:59, they will let you get in line.
Yeah. Unless the cast members' watch is a couple minutes fast, and then so maybe give yourself a little buffer time. Go at 8:55, just in case. But anyway, so then Sunday evening
we are going to venture off property, and we are having dinner at some friends' houses.
Yes.
One of our friends bought a new house, and we are going to go visit, and they've invited us for dinner, and we may be bumping into a couple other YouTube channels there.
Maybe, perhaps, we'll see. Depends on who they're inviting.
Very excited.
Yep. Should be fun.
Okay. Then Monday takes us back to another park pass at Epcot where we're going to do more flower and gardening. But we're going to start with breakfast at Trattoria El Forno.
So that breakfast there was really good last time.
So good.
Really enjoyed that. So, actually, wait, no. Oh, wait.
That's where we went with Ariane and Steve and Timmy, and we had
so why... Okay, so that was just in...
It used to be the character meet.
Yeah, no, I know. But didn't we have breakfast there last summer, and it was okay, It was just okay last summer, but then when we just went, it was way better.
Excellent.
Yeah,
it was excellent.
I think because when you and I just went, it was last year in July.
Yes,
and we didn't like our table, and the food wasn't too great, and the service wasn't too hot.
You are right, Joe.
But then when we just went in, when did we see Steve and Ariane in January? No, in March. Just now in March, right or no?
We've seen them so much I can't keep these
Okay,
trips.
well, one of the recent trips,
it was very
we
good.
went with Steve and Ariane and Timmy, and yes, it was fantastic. Yeah. So, okay.
And dinner that night will take us back to Homecoming, which we have not done in quite a bit of time as well.
Yay,
we were last there with Timmy.
It was last year. If you say a bit of time, that would be like several years ago. We just were there last year. I know it's just because we go so often. It's like, wow, we haven't been there in the last 3 trips. Well, the last three trips for most people will be 10 years. For us, it's 3 months. So
that's true.
Oh, it's pathetic.
Okay, then.
Okay, sorry. So Homecoming.
It's not pathetic. It's fortunate.
Yes, true. Okay.
It's being fortunate.
Yes. All right. So Homecoming.
Okay. So that will be our last meal in Disney Springs, our last dinner in Disney. But I'm really looking forward to it because I like some moonshine from Homecoming. The watermelon smash.
You like that?
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. Okay. So then Tuesday, unfortunately, that's our last day in Disney. It's always a sad one, but we are going to start our day at Topolino's for breakfast, and I'm super excited about this reservation.
You know what that means, right?
Because we can finally hug the characters.
So when Topolino's opened, this again goes back to, over 2 years ago. We did breakfast there. Loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
Loved the food. Loved the character interactions. And the service that we had, and we found out later that they plucked servers from some of the higher end restaurants. So
from Victoria and Albert's.
Yes, and I'll bet money that our waitress at the time worked there because she was so on point with silverware, napkins, everything. The way she presented herself was spot on. And I'm like, this is not a regular Disney restaurant server. This is, right? So really like Topolino's a lot. Then we've been back. For
breakfast and dinner.
Yes, but we've been back a couple times since then, and the breakfast with the characters definitely not the same because they just zip on by and they don't stop at the tables.
Food was still fantastic.
Food was good. Dinner there was fantastic. Dinner was so really good. So, it'll be nice to have the food quality and hopefully, I'm sure the service as well. But yeah, having the characters back will be fun. It'll be cute.
I know. I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. So. And that's it.
Then we may have time to pop into Disney Springs for a while, and then it's time to take our flight home to.
So that's what we've got coming up. We'll be doing live updates with different things as we're going along, and then eventually when we get back, put everything together and throw everything up.
I'm really looking forward to
Not
this.
throw up in the Sasagula, but I meant throw the videos up onto whatever.
I'm really looking forward to this trip. It's going to be so nice to spend time with family in St. Pete and really not have anything booked those first 5 days, just literally laying around. Hopefully I can start reading a book.
Yeah.
Just enjoying our time with family in the sun. And then Disney, although it sounds like this schedule is go, 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 it's actually going to be pretty laid back because our only true day of being in the park all day will be our Hollywood Studios day.
Yeah.
The other days that we have park passes for, we have specific things that we want to do. Once we get those done, we're going back to lay at the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, which is fine. I mean, take advantage of that and just try to relax a little bit.
And then after this, we won't be back to Disney until September. This is going to be our longest time without Disney since before COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
I know.
Craziness.
I know.
All right. Well,
anyway, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it.
I mean, at this point,
I know. I bet this is like a 45-minute video.
It's pretty close, I'm guessing.
Yikes.
Yikes. But we have a lot to say. You planned the trip.
We did.
Told you we should have gone super speed. I'm going to super speed it. They'll be done in 15 minutes.
Some of these reservations may get canceled last minute because we might opt for a quick service instead. But it's better, I think, to have them booked.
No. You're not canceling any of those. Those are all places I want to go.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot? You know what I did not put on here?
What? Everyone's waiting.
I lied. Monday, our first night in Disney at the Grand Floridian, when I said we didn't have a dinner reservation, I lied because I did snag one for 6 o'clock at Tokyo Dining in Epcot.
Wait, did we? Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I just didn't put it on the whole spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah. You did mention that. Yes, that's that first night because...
So we will not be popping over to Kona Cafe for pulled pork nachos and Thai meatballs. We will have to find another time to do that because I made...
Chem Cooks.
You said Kona Cafe. Oh, I meant Captain Cook's.
Yeah, but at Polynesian.
Yeah, so I snagged a last minute reservation because I thought, wouldn't it kind of be nice just to be in the park already before stupid Harmonious and be able to have a nice dinner and then start going on the rides a little before the extra magic hour start.
Maybe, yeah.
Sorry, not a fan of Harmonious.
Not a fan of a lot of Disney stuff right now, and yet we still keep going. Harmonious, Enchantment. What's the name of the other one? Magic Kingdom? Enchantment. Yeah, Enchantment.
Although we may, hypocrite Jenny comes out again, we may watch Enchantment from Narcoossee's for our reservation just because they do pipe in the music and we most likely will have a good view, or you can go out to the porch to watch it.
But our dinner is at 8, so odds are we'll still be having dinner when they do the show.
Right.
So
but you
we'll
can
just be watching it from the table.
Yeah.
Well, no, we'll probably just watch it from the table.
It's just I just want to get that. I'm really trying to like one of these shows, and I'm thinking, well, what if I see it from another view? Maybe I'm
give it up. You're not going to like them. I mean, Harmonious at least has a little more oomph to it with the way the fireworks go over the lake at the end.
But it's got stupid electric Ursula.
Yeah, I know. So, but
mechanical
I don't know.
Ursula.
Whatever. It is what it is.
Okay, anyway, we need to wrap this up because I'm sure you're bored.
I'm thirsty. I need some lunch, something. I'm hungry. So, okay.
All right. So don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the next Jen and Joe on the go action, because if you do, you're going to miss our rambling on and on and on and on and on, where we digress and talk about things other than Disney.
But we didn't digress in this video.
No, we did pretty good.
We did all right. We stayed on point.
Okay, then stop.
Okay, before I start talking about Better Call Saul, wow, that's been freaking fantastic. Holy cow. Not a big surprise there at all, but anyway, okay. Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.